life insurance it comes to play at the end of life. What I'm trying to say is that life insurance comes to play at the end of life. The only difference is whatever rider you put on it. Maybe you have uh, some monetary value, cash value or things like that. But otherwise, life insurance normally would speak uh, from death, after death. So that's where I'm going tonight. But for the sake of those who are here, our guests, like because this would always the essence of this gathering is mostly to address our guests so that we can educate people and see let them see the value and how they can leverage on insurance. um First of all, I want to say that's why the need for insurance. Life insurance can provide emotional and financial security for your loved ones after death. Basically that's what it does, because if the money is coming, they know that okay, we don't have to bother so much about money. What we have to worry now is about our emotions, right? But when the money comes, you can subdue even the emotion, because you know that uh, you don't have to worry so much about where you're going to get money for so many things that you need to do. So that's why we always encourage everyone, to get a life insurance. There are different types of insurance, but basically, um, you can either purchase a term or a permanent life insurance. I don't want to go into in depth. As the name suggests, term insurance lasts only a certain amount of time, while permanent life provides coverage for your lifetime. With term life insurance, your policy has value only until the contract ends. Permanent life insurance policies increase in value indefinitely as long as you pay your monthly premium. That's very important. If you choose term life, you can generally select a 10-year term, a 20 or 30-year policy. You can consider there are other, well, like I said, I don't want to go into that in depth because there are variations to all this term life and all that. So let's leave that for another day. So what is final expense? Like I said earlier, that people give it different names, you know, but I give it a definition tonight that it is a thoughtful, caring way to take care of the ones you love the most after you're gone, especially when you consider the average cost of funeral expenses. You know, final expense insurance, also known as funeral expense, can be very expensive these days, especially uh, with the after the COVID. You know, it's not been easy to bury anybody. The cost has really gone up. In fact, well, so first of all, before I go in, because I don't want to just be the one talking. I want to make it as interactive as possible. One of the reasons, like I said, that informed this was because I don't know if I'd said that earlier. I was trying to recruit a lady into our to educate her, and she told me, she said, "Oh, I know so much about this already. That if it were not because she had this some kind of policy for her mom, it would have been very difficult for them to give her a befitting burial. And then when the money came, they were able to do so much, and then there was so much left after them that I think there were six of them also. Each of them had substantial amounts to hold on to. And with that, their hearts blesses. She was the one who actually got the policy for in the name of their mom. And then when the time came, she activated it, and everybody was blessed with it. I don't know if anybody wants to share. I would really love if you have written, what the reactions of potential policy holders are when you write this kind of policies for them. I want somebody to share, one or two people, if you can share their reactions, or what your experience is really writing this kind of policy. Anybody wants to share?
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you please first help us like explain what exactly final expense is and how is it different from an insurance policy.
Okay. But I will still go to that. This is just the beginning. I wanted somebody to share their experience first. Then I will go to that.
Well, I feel like can I share? I have my hands up.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Our final expense, like you said, is a great tool. What we are doing is part of what we are doing. It helps a lot of family. I have an experience in writing one and also, unfortunately, paying the debt claims for a client. This lady had a series of medical situations. We did several applications for insurance coverage with different companies. No company accepted her. Back then, I was with WFG. And we had this company called Everest. Still, we still have it here, but in a different name called American Amicable. So I did the policy for her. She was accepted. In fact, at that time, she couldn't even go to work. So she was on Social Security, but she said, look, I want to do something in case I pass away, my family don't have to do GoFundMe to bury me. And she was paying from her Social Security check. And this policy, because she was declined by almost all the insurance companies, because she simply didn't have HIV, she never had a stroke, she wasn't in the adult care and living facility, she was accepted. And I think that was early last year, February last year, she passed away. And I went to the family and I told them about the policy that their mom had. And we're able to call the insurance company because the final expense in that particular company comes with what we call concierge service, which means if the family allowed them, they can be able to, the company will handle all the funeral arrangement. And we found out that when they handle the funeral arrangement, it brings down the cost of burial. They say about 3,000. So that was how the family was able to allow the company to run the funeral arrangement. They negotiated for the funeral home, even for the burial ground. They look for the nearest place to the family so the family don't have to travel far away. And even though they were to take the body back home, they would have made all those arrangements. So funeral expense, though sometimes, like we said, so many people have different names for it, but even a young person can also have it as part of your protection against, in case tomorrow, the inevitable. So thank you for allowing me to share that.
Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that. So, in essence, final expense insurance would enable you to cover the cost of funeral and burial arrangements, nursing home expenses, legal matters, some travel costs, medical bills, debts like car payments, mortgages, or credit card balances. And like like our able leader has just said now, Mr. Elijah, sorry, it will, the concierge, is that what you call it? The concierge, which will enable the funeral home to take over, to take charge, and it takes a lot of, burden off the family, the family. Okay, the final expense policies are different from life insurance policies, which generally cover a much larger amount, because that's what life insurance policy does. But final expense policies are designed to cover moderate costs. As we progress, you will see the range. It gives you, what you're going to need, what the family is going to need to do the burial and to, cover all this costs when after the burial, whatever is left, to your passing. As long as your premiums are paid, like I always say, your premiums must be up to date for you to be able to activate this. Your loved one will now receive a death benefit when you pass away. It is death benefit. Final expense insurance can be easier to obtain than standard life insurance because most of the time, the riders are not always so strict because that your is for passing is to be activated for your burial. So that's why it's not really very strict, but there are still certain limitations placed on it as well.
Sorry to interrupt you, Miss. We have someone raising hand, Miss Femi, yes.
Okay, Miss Femi.
And she
Yeah,
has a contribution. Go ahead.
sure.
No, I just wanted to ask, are you sharing your screen? Because I see you're reading
I
from
will.
some.
I'm sorry. I will share my screen eventually. I have
Oh,
a slide to share. Yes, I'm not
oh,
sharing the screen right now.
all right.
Yes. So final expense can be easier to obtain than standard life insurance because insurance typically don't require health assessment. However, some insurance companies may consider your health as an eligible factor, depending on the policy and the insurer. This can vary. It varies from one insurer to the other. Their requirements always vary. There may be a minimum age, such as 45 up to 85. Some would not even take you after 81. That is when you can apply. The largest death benefit the one can select will may be smaller the older you are. The older you are, the more the largest the benefit. So we have some companies that offer this on our website, the Expedia website. These are the companies that offer the final expense. You can go there. I don't want to be bothering us going back and forth. So we have the CFG. These are most of all of them, they name their final expense. They give it name. So when you go there, you know what to look for. The CFG Dignified Choice, Mutualuma Living Promise, Foresters Plan Right, Transamerica Solutions, Americo Eagle Premium and Eagle Guaranteed, Prosperity Life, Vista, valuable final expense, that's great assurance, graded benefit, and guaranteed assurance. And then we have the America Amiable Guardian. Why is final expense education necessary at this time? Like I think I've laid that preamble, and Mr. Ben did a good job too when he talked about GoFundMe, and then that's what we see a lot these days. So we all know something, especially once you know that your age is advancing, you want to make that arrangement so that when that day comes, you know that you will get a befitting burial, a befitting homegoing, and your family will not have to be running helter-skelter, doing GoFundMe, looking for money for one thing or the other. And then burial expenses are really skyrocketing by the day. The National Funeral Directors Association reports that the cost of burial has gone up by 11% in 5 years. And this even depends on the type of, the area, the city. A lot of things are taken into consideration, I'm telling you, and then the type of burial that you want. Some may want cremation, some all kinds of things, so it depends. Like somebody was telling me the other day that I think her grandmother or his grandmother said they should put his casket in a sea, in an ocean. That was their request. And they did it, and all the family members gathered around her and, they bid farewell, throwing the thing into the sea, whatever would happen to it. I mean, that was a choice. So people choose all kinds, and, the choice would determine or the amount of money, the premium you're going to pay to as well. How to decide if final expense insurance is right for me. Before you commit to final expense insurance policy, please consider these factors. Your coverage needs is very important. Like somebody was saying, one of a producer, there are some people, because maybe the doctor has given them that they're going to die, and then they will call and say, oh, I need a final expense. And then when you do an analysis for them, that's not what they actually need, because we still have some um, is it coverage, health coverage or things like that you can activate. So they would encourage them and tell them. That's why you have to, as an agent, ask questions, from your prospective clients. Let them tell you the history, and if there's anything you can do, maybe there are medical and insurance or things that you can activate for them. And then the budget as well. You want to look into the budget, and then you want to look into the health history of the person. So this evening I want to share with the company the product of the company that I want to leverage on this evening is Foresters. And why did I choose? We are not really in support or putting our support with any insurance company. But I chose foresters because we met the sales rep or the overall national sales manager, yes, Bruce Burrock, the other time at in Maryland here, and he had a very good presentation about foresters. So they have good products. We might want to take a look at their site, or if you are not contract with them already, you might take a look at them. So this evening, that's what I want to take a look at. Okay, so I'm going to share this now. The amazing member benefits, like when you buy when you sign up for this kind of benefits with foresters. Foresters has all these benefits for their members. So I'm going to share that and quickly just run through it. Can we all see my screen now?
Yes, it's
Okay.
coming up.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So these are the member benefits, is right there. Get more with membership. Most people buy a life insurance policy and put it in a drawer until something bad happens. Not with Foresters Financial Membership. We offer member benefits so you can use from day one to make your life better, above and beyond life insurance. Foresters go more than your average wellness app and rewards for activities you do to live a healthy lifestyle. That's the app. I think there's an app where, to encourage healthy lifestyle. They encourage community volunteer, where they apply, anybody can apply for grants of up to 2,000 to organize, volunteer activities in your local community if you're a member. You have Forester Moments. With Forester Moments, member can create opportunities to enjoy meaningful interaction, make new friends and connections while enjoying an activity together. They have Forester's Care, make a difference in your community with a twice a year grant of $200. Competitive scholarship, member families can apply for tuition scholarships to help with the rising cost of post-secondary education. Hundreds are awarded each year. Diabetes member benefits, get discounted member pricing on trusted diabetes management products from AccuCheck delivered to your front door. Law Assure, create a customized will, power of attorney, healthcare directive online at no extra cost. Lifelong learning, take courses from a huge member-only library of online courses for personal and professional development. Foresters Renew grants up to $750 for courses to upskill and help you reach your career goals. Member deals, save money with a member discounts website that gives you deals on everyday essentials, online shopping, theme parks, movies, electronics, and more. Terminal illness loan. Terminal ill members can have access to an interest-free loan up to 250,000 to help with any financial needs. Orphan scholarship, that's a very great one, up to 6,000 per year per child, up to 4 years, may be available for post-secondary schooling for kids who lose the parents, both parents. Then they have orphan benefit as well, apart from the orphan scholarship, income support for the child up to $900 per month. A child for kids under 18 years old may be available for kids who lose the parents. So that's a very great one. I think that's why I said we might take a look when we want to take another look at foresters. So the product, like I said, that I wanted to share. Sorry, 1 minute. I'm going to stop sharing. Okay. Okay, there is Foresters Plan Right. So I'm going to share I have a video and a PowerPoint presentation that I want to share. Maybe I should just share the video, few minutes of the video. I just want you to see, to see the video and see, what you can leverage on.
I feel like for the purpose of time, just share your slide.
Okay.
Don't worry about
Okay,
the
no
video.
problem. Okay, let me share my
So
slide.
we're running out of time.
Okay, sorry about that. Okay. Okay, this is the slide for the whole rights, plan rights whole life insurance. It's a whole life insurance and it's offered by Foresters. What does Foresters Plan Rights offer your clients? These are the things it offers. A non-participating whole life certificate that offers I think they call their policy certificate. Protection for individuals, pre-planning for post-life needs to help pay final expense, probate fees or medical bills, create a legacy for a loved one or favorite charity of importance to them. There are 3 plan types are available. We have the preferred, the standard, and the basic. Then the guaranteed level premium cash values, and like I said, what differentiates your policy is the riders that you put in them. The one that has cash value and the amount as long as premium are paid. And then a quick application process. That's one good thing. No medical exam. I will go to the website and show us a quick one, when I'm done with this. No medical exam, no blood profiles or home office specimen required. Competitive simplified issue platform. Foresters assesses insurability based on answers to the medical and other application questions, underwriting searches and review, and a personal health interview. They don't do any medical or paramedical exams, which will come to your house and take your blood or something. No, they do the MIB, I think, your medical, then your prescription history. They want to know that they do a personal phone interview with your client, and then they build a chart from there, and that will help them to determine, the need. Available underwriting risk classes, only available for non-tobacco. No use of tobacco in the past 12 months. Then there is the tobacco usage. I think you have to divulge that. Once the certificate is issued, no changes are allowed to the underwriting class. 3 plan types that issue are available based on underwriting qualification. Like I said earlier, the plan right preferred and standard level death benefit. The death benefit is based on 100% of the face amount starting day 1. It kicks in day 1 once you are approved. Plan right basic graded death benefit. I think this is based on return on premium plus 10% interest in years 1 and 2, then 100% of the face amount starting in year 3. Then they have the accidental death occurring. If it occurs in the first 2 years, you will receive 100% of the face amount. Product limits, age-based, birthday based on age, last birthday, and death benefit. Plan right preferred, level benefit death. This age is 50 to 80. That's when death benefit between 5,000 to 35,000. Ages 81 to 85, death benefit between 5,000 to 15. Then plan right standard level death benefit ages 50 to 8, death benefit between 5,000 to 20,000. Then ages 21 to 85, death benefit between 5,000 to 10,000. Plan right basic ages 50 to 80, death benefit between 5,000 to 15,000. In the plan right basic, they don't cover ages 81 to 85. no eligible coverage for that age there. Coverage specifics. The certificate endows at age 121, which means the cash value will equal the death benefit amount at that age. Cash value is guaranteed. The guaranteed amount varied based on many factors. We should always remember that. Insurance would always have factors to consider, and this will include the gender. Sometimes even they take into consideration the state where you're resident, because the law varies from one state to the other. The tobacco status, the guaranteed cash value amount will be shown on the certificate data page delivered with the certificate. There's going to be a data page that will be delivered with it, and it's going to show the guaranteed cash value amount. So no hanky-panky or whatever here, no hidden stuffs. Premium requirements. First premium requirements, pre-authorized check pack for payers checking. This is the way premium goes. The check from payers checking or savings account, check from the applicant. Subsequent premium requirements, pre-authorized check from payers check or savings, and then direct billing, annually, quarterly, semi-annual, however way you choose to have it. Then the premium requirements, they have the modal factors. I think basically all insurance have what they call modal factors, which will enable them to determine the minimum premium, the monthly, the quarterly, the semi-annual, whichever one you choose. This is what will determine, how much you're going to be paying. And then,
Thank you, Ms. Falake. I know you really want to. We're out of time.
okay,
I'm sorry.
let me quickly show you. I'm sorry.
Can you put this slide on the platform so
I
people
will.
can
But
access
quickly,
it?
I
Okay?
just want to run one illustration, please. Just
No,
one.
we don't have time, Falake. Thank you
Oh.
so much. Please let's unmute and thank Ms. Falake. Awesome. I know she prepared and she's teaching her heart out. Let's applaud her for her.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank you so much.
Awesome. I love your passion.
Wonderful.
Awesome
Yes,
job.
Thank you,
I know
Falake.
she is passionate about
Love
this.
the passion.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ms.
Thank you,
Falake.
everybody. It's
Maybe
an honor.
next time, Falake, we give
Thank
you
you.
more
Well
time to
done,
run
Ms.
the
Falake.
illustration.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Saturday.
Next time we give you more time to run the illustration.
Okay, just
If you want to be
specifically
Dr.
serious.
Teresa,
I
is
just
someone
want
else presenting a product review?
Yes, somebody is presenting system.
Oh,
Mr.
okay.
Yes.
Yes,
Thank
please.
you.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Falake. Again, we appreciate your passion. And like Dr. T said, if you can help us put this on the platform so that we can go on there and get more information. So
Yeah, one thing I would suggest about that, and maybe that's a great opinion, but all these things is if you are appointed with forester,
You have access.
everybody have access to these materials right there.
Okay.
Because the amount that she can post will be limited, but if you go to the forester platform, you can have access to full materials.
Okay, thank you. A wonderful
That's a big
ED.
one.
That's a good one. Thank you so much. Once again, Ms. Falakemi, thank you so much for the wonderful training. We enjoyed ourselves. We see how passionate you are pouring out your heart to us, and we appreciate you. Thank you so much. Can we all just give her a round of applause? Just a quick one. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Okay, now we're supposed to share good news before we started product training, but for the sake of time, we're just going to move over to the next system training, and we'll be introducing Mr. Peter. Sorry, I don't want to murder your mother or father, your last name. Can you please tell the house